Have you ever had this moment? Your phone lights up, your heart jumps, you grab it fast, and then it's just a notification from an app asking you to enable reminders. Painful, absolutely painful. That tiny disappointment, that's not you being needy. That's the human need to feel wanted. Because let's be honest, we don't just want attention. We want intentional attention. We want someone to choose us when they have other options. We want to feel like our presence actually changes a room. Think about it. Why does a simple, "I was thinking about you," feel stronger than a long conversation? Why does being invited personally feel better than everyone's coming? Because deep down, we're all asking the same quiet question. Do I matter, or am I just convenient? From childhood to adulthood, this need never leaves us. A kid shows a drawing and asks, "Look what I made." An adult posts a story and casually says, "Just posting for fun." Same energy, different age. We just upgrade the packaging. And the funniest part? We pretend we're immune to it. We say things like, "I don't care who stays or leaves. I'm unbothered. I like being alone." But someone reads your message and doesn't reply. And suddenly your brain writes a full movie script called "What I Did Wrong." Oscar-worthy performance. No ticket sales. Here's something nobody talks about. Feeling wanted is emotional oxygen. You don't notice it when it's there. But the moment it's missing, you feel it immediately. That's why being around people who make you feel invisible is more exhausting than being alone. At least alone, you know where you stand. And relationships? Oh, this is where things get real. Most relationships don't end because love disappears. They end because effort does. One person stops checking in, stops choosing, stops making space. And slowly, someone starts feeling like an option instead of a priority. You can love someone deeply and still feel lonely next to them. And here's the part that stings. We often chase people who barely notice us, not because we enjoy suffering, but because being chosen by someone unavailable feels like proof. Like, if they want me, then I must be valuable. But listen closely. Love that has to be earned through exhaustion isn't love. It's validation hunger. Being wanted shouldn't feel like a test you keep failing. The real flex isn't being desired by everyone. It's being valued by the right people. That friend who texts you first. That person who notices when you go quiet. That place where your absence is felt. That's where you belong. And if you've been feeling invisible lately, hear this. You are not asking for too much. You might just be asking the wrong people. Wanting to be wanted doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. So here's a question I want you to sit with. Where do you feel chosen? And where are you just tolerated? If this hit a little too close, hit like. If you want more honest, uncomfortable, real conversations like this, subscribe. And comment this. What makes you feel truly wanted? Because chances are, someone else watching this feels the same way you do. Have you ever noticed something strange? You can have food in the fridge, Wi-Fi working perfectly, your phone fully charged. But if nobody texts you, if nobody asks, "Hey, how are you?" Suddenly, everything feels a little empty. Yeah, that's the human need to feel wanted. Let me ask you this. When was the last time someone chose you? Not because they were bored, not because they had no options, but because they genuinely wanted you there. That feeling, that tiny spark in your chest, that's not ego, that's survival. From the moment we're born, we're wired for this. A baby doesn't just cry for milk. It cries to be held, to be noticed, to feel like, "Hey, I matter here." And somehow, we never really grow out of that. We just hide it better. As adults, we pretend we don't care. We say things like, "I enjoy my own company. I don't need anyone. I'm emotionally independent." But let someone cancel plans without explaining, and suddenly your brain goes, "Did I do something wrong?" Relax. You're not dramatic. You're human. Think about it. Why does a good morning text hit different when you weren't expecting it? Why does your mood instantly improve when someone remembers your favorite snack? Why does being invited feel better than just showing up? Because being wanted feels like proof. Proof that you're seen. That your presence isn't tolerated, it's valued. Here's a funny example. Imagine you're in a group chat. You go silent for a day. Nobody notices. You go silent for 3 days. Still nothing. But the moment someone texts, "Hey, where have you been?" Suddenly you're like, "Oh wow, I was missed." Same phone, same life, different feeling. That's the power of being wanted. And let's talk about relationships for a second, because this is where it really shows. Most people don't leave relationships because they stop loving. They leave because they stop feeling wanted. They stop feeling chosen. Stop feeling prioritized. Stop feeling like their presence makes a difference. You can survive on love for a while, but without feeling wanted, that's when the loneliness creeps in. And here's the part nobody likes to admit. Sometimes we chase people who barely notice us, not because we love the struggle, but because if they finally want us, it feels like winning. Like, if I can make them choose me, then I must be special. Yeah, the human brain is wild. But here's the truth we all need to hear. Your worth is not measured by how hard someone has to think before choosing you. You don't need to audition for a place in someone's life. Being wanted should feel warm, easy, natural, not confusing, not anxiety-filled, not like you're constantly guessing where you stand. And this isn't just about romance. It's about friendships, family, workplaces, that coworker who actually asks for your opinion, that friend who saved you a seat, that family member who checks on you without a reason. That's the good stuff. So if you're feeling a little invisible lately, let me say this. There is nothing wrong with you for wanting to be wanted. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you honest. And maybe the real question isn't, why do I need to feel wanted? Maybe it's, why have I been settling for places where I feel optional? Think about that. If this video made you feel understood even a little, hit like. If you want more honest conversations like this, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what makes you feel truly wanted? Because trust me, you're not the only one searching for that feeling.